Good afternoon. I'm Onisa Klein here at the GBTA broadcast studio on the final day of convention here in Dallas, Texas. And joining me today, all the way from Amsterdam by way of southern France, is Jeroen van Velzen, who is the Senior Vice President for Solution Strategy at Emburse. Jeroen, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Great to have you. And when did you arrive?
I arrived on Sunday evening.
Okay, so no jet lag, right?
No. Jet lag is for amateurs.
That's right. You got to go here at convention and
There you go.
get a lot done.
And the partying helps with the jet lag, right? So the time difference is way less.
There you go.
Yeah.
You just keep going.
There you go.
There you go. So obviously a lot of exciting things happening, not only in the industry, but certainly in your company at Emburse. You recently announced a technology and marketing partnership with Amadeus relating to Amadeus Citric Travel and Emburse Expense. What was the genesis of this partnership? How did it evolve, and how will it help the customers that are here?
Oh, wow. That's a lot to unpack there.
It is.
At Emburse, we're really trying to make T&E simpler. And especially for larger organizations that we target with the Amadeus partnership, we all know T&E can be super complex. Market had also been conditioned to think that T&E is one system, but it's not one sort of process, and therefore in most large companies it's actually clunky. And we also believe that it should be best of breed, right? So we're in the spend management and expense management. That is the bread and butter of Emburse. And travel booking is a whole different animal. So to believe we can be good at everything is probably not the right choice. So we basically went out and seek the best partner who can help us in the travel distribution side. Yeah, and Amadeus is obviously world leader in travel technology, especially with all the things going on right now in travel distribution. Yeah, we need a partner that can sort of think ahead of the next storm that's coming up in distribution land. And Amadeus has everything in place. So yeah, we're super excited, and we're going to have a lot of fun.
Good.
Yeah.
Excellent. So obviously artificial intelligence, AI, is it seems to be in the news every day. It's talked about, clearly making an impact in this industry, in this space. It's a big theme in travel management in the moment. How do you see it applying to expense and spend management?
I think for us, right, it's not as new as it is maybe to the rest of the world. It starts with the simple stuff, right? Taking a picture of a receipt and translating that into a line item in an expense report is a form of machine learning and AI. So that team, that data science team that we have in place, that's been the fastest growing team for the past 4 or 5 years. I think the most interesting layer is actually to translate that technology that you don't see into the seamless environment, right? It helps to simplify. We could only simplify that based on all the complex technology that underlies it, but basically by hiding it. They say the best interface is no interface, and that especially is true for expense, right?
Yes.
The least amount of interface that I can put in front of the user means that they can go about their jobs, as we would like to say, where we're humanizing work, we're giving back their time to take care of their families or the stuff to do right. But you can only do so if you really simplify that process. And yeah, that is where AI and ML kick in big time. And also where travel kicks in. And that's super interesting also to know, right? It also comes back to the first topic of travel and expense. So the expense people, as we would say, they're looking at the finance layer. Just give me the receipts. And the travel people are looking at the booking layer. But if you intelligently combine the knowledge that you have from a trip and understand where you spend the money, you teach the machine both, and then the machine starts figuring out, hey, I understand this was your lunch during your trip, and I understand who was there, and I understand you took a taxi, right? So you don't have to do that work anymore. That is where we're getting to.
Excellent. I love it. And I love the point that you make that AI is not necessarily new, but we're now starting to see, the end user is starting to see the evolution of it and what it actually does and how it benefits them. So good. So there was some exciting news. Emburse recently acquired TripBam. How does that fit into your overall portfolio?
TripBam is very dear to my heart. I know Steve quite a while. So Roadmap got acquired in 21 by Emburse, and we won BT and Innovate in 2016. and Steve won it in 2015. So
So you have a
is,
little history back there,
yeah,
right?
so we were like already sort of innovation nephews. But now we're actually brothers because
There you go.
we have the same Emburse mothership, and it's super exciting. They bring this true deep travel domain knowledge from a procurement point of view, in sourcing, in reshopping, in analytics, in auditing, all of those things that are super important in your travel spend management, right? And also simplifying that, right? You just switch it on and you start saving. Well, how simple do you want it to have?
Right.
But also helping all of these travel teams because they had a lot of data. Nobody likes sourcing. Nobody likes to look at their data for all 80 different markets, and that's what TripM simplifies. So we'd love that proposition, but also combining these things, right? So now I get all of the reshopping even before I start traveling. We have great tools while we are traveling, and combining that into the insights and the traveler experience itself. Yeah, might get some really exciting stuff in the coming months.
Best of all worlds.
There you go. Best of breed.
Right. Well, Jeroen, thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us today and talking about the exciting things that are on the horizon for Emburse. It sounds
Super.
like you've got a lot of things looking ahead.
Absolutely.
And a lot of exciting things to share with this audience. So
Oh yes.
we really
Watch this
appreciate it.
space. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. I'm Monisa Klein here at the GBTA Broadcast Studio.